Net Talk 757 with Dave and Keith. Dave's kind of occupied right now. So it's just me and Bob Arnette. We are at the Tidewater Volleyball Center, and today's a pretty cool day. Today is the Endless Summer College Tournament. There are 12 D1 teams in the center right now playing volleyball. It's kind of impressive to see. And, you know, Dave and I decided we want to sit down and have a talk with Bob and let him just talk about, you know, this tournament, how it happened, and, you know, the whole premise behind it. So, Bob, welcome, by the way. Thank you for sitting in.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. Just kind of, you know, I don't know if you know this, right now, as we're interviewing you, we have 155 subscribers that are following us. And I didn't even tell you this. I know for a fact there's about 10 people out there that are here because we put that little poster that Will made, we put it up on the page. Yeah. And they came up to me and said, hey, we saw that thing, that's why we're here. So, you know, Net Talk is all about promoting volleyball in the 757. We're going to be talking about high school, college, club, and it's going to be a pain in the butt once we get into high school with all the boys and all the girls, with Dave coaching, with me coaching. But our ultimate goal is to bring more attention to volleyball. And in my opinion, I think that's kind of what's going on here today. So I'm just kind of curious, you know, what got it going? What happened?
My daughters both played in college, and I was used to going to spring tournaments, and we were thinking about some way of energizing the volleyball community in Virginia Beach, and how instead of traveling to UVA or Tech or Maryland to bring some of the schools here. I contacted Melissa at Shelton, the coach at William and Mary, and talked to her about her spring tournaments and asked if there's any possibility of moving one of her spring tournaments to Virginia Beach. And she said that would be an excellent idea. So she gave me some dates. I took it from there. I know a lot of coaches up and down the coast, and I called Virginia Tech, talked to Chris Riley. He said he would love to do it. Got Jolie Nagel at Duke and Joe Segula at Carolina, and they said they would come. And once I knew I had those, and I knew that I could, you know, I could get anybody within 400 or 500 miles of this place to come. So it's been an amazing event. It's unbelievable. You know, it's great for the parents of the juniors to come in and see this high-level volleyball. Just today, we have probably of the 12 teams here, 8 of them were in the NCAAs. North Carolina finished up ranked in the top 10 in the country, and they'll come out next year probably in the top 5. Yeah. So it's really, you know, it's amazing to just come out here and be a part of it.
And this is the fourth year. That's what I thought. So you've been doing it for 4 years, and it's getting bigger and better every year.
Yeah, it's getting great. Yeah, we've got commitments from Seton Hall and Rutgers to come next year. You know, Duke, Carolina, they love it. Tech will be back. So we're, you know, it's something that, and a lot of the college coaches I've talked to with my juniors club on the road, they all network, and the Coastal Carolina coach called me this year and said he would like to come. He talked to the North Carolina State people. Right. So it's really kind of neat.
And they're here this year, right? North Carolina State's here.
Yeah. So how it's networking, and it's really becoming, you know, the go-to spring tournament, you know, on this coast. Might be the largest.
Right. Well, and I'm glad you said that, because you've promoted it under the same titling that you do for your high school tournament that you do.
Yeah, right? We have what's called the Endless Summer High School Tournament. It is the largest high school tournament in the nation, and that really was kind of amazing too, because it was really, we decided to have not go to a Labor Day tournament, because a lot of the high school parents are a little bit different than the junior parents, and they have vacations, and that's their last free day before school starts. So I wanted to have a tournament, a high school tournament that was the weekend after Labor Day, and we started calling people up, and everybody thought it was a great idea. In the first year of the tournament, we had 48 teams, and it was weird.
And it was girls the first year, right?
Girls, right. But what I did, I went around the tournament talking to the coaches, and I said, "Would you come back next year?" Every team there said they would come back. So I was home one night, and I'm going, "My God, I got 48 teams coming next year." So I Googled the largest high school tournament in the nation, and it came up in Texas or something like that. And there were like 76 teams. Well, we said we would be, I said we could do it. So the next year we had 86 teams,
Right.
and last year I think we had about 90 teams. So
And now it's boys and girls,
yeah,
right?
it's boys and girls. We have 2 divisions. I already have teams signed up this year on the girls division from New York and Maryland. So it's, I think the most we've had probably a year or 2 ago, we had about maybe 10 state champions, public and private schools in that tournament. So
it's kind of neat too, because here at the Tidewater Volleyball Center, you've got 6 courts, right?
5 here and 2 next door. We have 7 courts.
So we got 7 courts. You can't put that many teams in there. So you went, and it's been at the Hampton Convention Center every year, right?
Oh yeah, it has. It's been in the convention center. In fact, the collegiate tournament we're doing right now really is an amazing event. The coaches love it. The kids, the players from the schools, they can't wait to come to this tournament, the college kids. And we're thinking even next year to put this in the convention center.
Yeah, it's going to keep growing.
Because I could probably bring in 24 college teams then. And then I'm going to take a juniors tournament and put that in there too, some high-level juniors, so it can be like a recruiting showcase too for some of the juniors. So it's kind of a project in motion, I guess, but it's growing.
That's great, and kind of like what we're doing with Net Talk. It's you said at the very start of this, it was about bringing more attention to volleyball in this area, and what better way than to bring, how many did you say made it to the tournament? 8 of the teams?
Oh yeah, 8. Yeah.
So 8 of the teams that are here playing right now. This is March. What is it? March 26th?
Yeah, 28th.
March 28th, 2015. We've got 12 teams out there playing in Virginia Beach, and 8 of those 12 were in a tournament, and that's a great thing.
Well, another way you can look at it too, and I guess it's kind of amazing when you think about it. But of the 12 teams out there, every school out there is fully funded. So there's 12 scholarships on the floor. And you got a lot of junior parents here looking at the college kids play, but there's probably $1 million worth of scholarships in this gym right here. So it's really, you play club ball, you got to pay to play, but if you're fortunate and lucky enough to get a scholarship, it's the best money you've ever spent in your life.
Well, it's true, and the thing was kind of cool, and I don't know if you saw us do this, but we grabbed 7 or 8 players that are all from the 757 who, all played club volleyball at the different clubs in the area. We grabbed them, we interviewed them. Dave asked them a bunch of questions, and their proof of what you just said.
Oh yeah, well, it's great. Well, when I first started my juniors program, Coastal Virginia Volleyball, it was, Virginia was a late recruiting state. By that I mean even the Virginia schools, the D1 schools, Virginia and William and Mary and some of these other schools, they would recruit West Coast, Texas, Florida, stuff like that, and Midwest. And now the level of volleyball is just increased so much that now we've got coaches coming talking to our kids that are sophomores in high school. So I think we've been discovered. Similar to what football was probably 10 years ago. That 757, you go to Virginia and Tech, they're loaded up with Virginia players from this area. Well, volleyball is getting to be the same thing.
That's a great analogy, because you think about the Crabbers in Hampton for all that year. I mean, the kids that came through there and the programs they went to. So that's a great analogy.
Yeah, so it's been a ride, and something we've been enjoying doing, and it's growing every year.
Now, do you, off the top of your head, do you know when the high school endless summers are?
The high school endless summer is the first weekend after Labor Day.
Okay.
I'm not sure the date.
That's fine. Well, I'll tell you what you're going to need to do, first of all, let's talk about this. You need to be aware. Next year, we're going to post it on 757 again. I put a flyer up for it earlier last week to promote this college tournament. if you like volleyball, I mean, even just like, I mean, the people that love it, they're going to find it. They'd be the people that would drive to Virginia Tech to watch a tournament. But if you love volleyball and you just like to see the collegiate, is that a real word?
Yes, you're doing okay.
Yeah, the collegiate level of volleyball, you can see it in your backyard. So next year, if you didn't make it here today, you need to make sure, whether it's here or whether it's at the Hampton Convention Center, you need to check Net Talk 757. We will definitely post it. It would be on Coastal's website. They promote it there too, and you need to get out there and see some great play. It's crazy. Bob, what are you, 6'3"? 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'4".
So he's 6'4", I'm 6'2". He and I walk around and we look like average height people around these girls. They're huge. And
there's a couple middles that are 6'6" in here.
Jeez, Virginia? Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were huge.
Another good thing about this tournament is you go out in the parking lot. And it is amazing with the big buses out there, the Cavaliers, the Hokies, Liberty. They all have their logos on the side of the buses, and it's pretty impressive.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if I told you this already. When I pulled in, I got here a little after 10. I didn't feel like I was going to a volleyball tournament. I thought I was going to like a music festival because all these tour buses are sitting here. And it is really cool. Yeah. But so, thanks, Bob. I really appreciate you sitting down. Also, watch Net Talk for the high school tournament. You know, you need to get out there and see some high school volleyball. I know the girls are going to be on one weekend and the boys are on the following weekend. Right. It's a great event. When I was still coaching girls at Portsmouth Christian, I know we went there. And parents, if your team isn't playing, right, you need to talk to your coach and get them to play. I know with my school, with Portsmouth Christian, it's a small Christian school. There was concern that if we go there, we'd end up playing Kellam or Princess Anne. A team that would really it wouldn't be a fair game. Bob puts together divisions and he makes an effort to ensure it's level competition. You're playing against teams you should be playing against. So parents, get on your coaches, make sure they go and they play in that tournament. Now that I'm coaching Great Bridge Boys, we play there every year.
And Western Ranch plays you too.
Yeah, and we're gonna beat them. That's what's gonna happen. Just work over. Hey, you know we dropped down. We're 4A now.
Oh well, we still play once though.
Yeah, we still play in conference. Yeah, and we're gonna win. Just ask him; he'll tell you. Okay. Anyways, make sure you like Net Talk 757, our Facebook page. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe and keep digging. Thanks, Bob.
Okay, man. That's perfect.